Welcome to how to use Homeosetu web app. Let's understand the web app first and solve it through an interesting case of vertigo which I had recently. And what are the different features in the Homeosetu web app? I will explain you through this PowerPoint partly and partly on the Homeosetu web app live today. So let's go and see that we have released the first version 1.0.0 of the web app on our website. It is by the everyday homeopath, myself, Dr. Alpesh Oza, who is practicing since 17, 18 years. And for the everyday homeopath over there who is watching this, so that I know what are the pains and the trials and tribulations of each homeopath in his homeopathic practice, and how do we quickly access few things to help every aspect of a homeopathic practice. The title itself of our portal and the company is Homeosetu, which means a bridge between academic and clinical practice. And we have always taken into consideration the needs of every homeopath in mind, because being a homeopath, I know daily when you see a lot of patients, you have to decide on a lot of things. How do you juggle between those things and reach to the remedy, and how you can make a decision? This is what the app is aimed at. We have included 5 repertories in the app to begin with. First is the Kent Repertory, which is with the patient versions, meanings, patient versions, when to use rubric, when to use metaphorically the rubric. It's going to be interesting because I'll show you on the app right in a few minutes, so that you can search using your notes, using, you can enter your own notes as well. You can search using those notes, you can search using the patient versions that we have put, and you can search using when to use the rubrics, etc., etc. The second repertory which we have is Homeosetu clinical repertory, which is a collection of different clinical conditions cited by different authors and the indications mentioned by them about those remedies in those clinical conditions as to how we can use in our daily practice. The third is the Homeosetu boil nosode repertory. We use this boil nosode as an intercurrent in our homeopathic practice. How can we reach an analysis of which bowel nosode is required, how it is required, what are the parameters? We have integrated and put all those things in the app. And Allen's fever repertory, day in and day out, we see a lot of fever cases. How do we solve it using a dedicated fever repertory? This is the fourth repertory we have integrated. And the fifth, and which cannot be overlooked or missed or forgotten by each homeopath, and that is the repertory to keynotes and characteristics of MM by Dr. Allen. So you refer the keynotes day in and day out, but we have created a repertory for it so you can quickly access, bring 3 4 things together and analyze. So let us solve a case using Kent Repertory on Homeosetu web app, the first repertory that I have already shared. And what are the different features that we have in it? So this is just a screenshot to show you that we have these books in the Homeosetu web app. And just before I go to the web app, let me give you a brief idea about the case. A patient, 25, 27-year-old gentleman, comes to me with vertigo since a lot of days. And it starts as soon as he rises from the sleeping position. It stays like this. He's just, giddy and feels like vertigo for the first few minutes, and he doesn't subside. And he also joked in front of me that people usually feel like this when they have alcoholic drinks or they are drunk, but that is at night. I feel it in the morning, and that's very funny. And my family members question me if I was drunk the last night. He took some allopathic medication, but he was not getting better and worried about how is it going to help him. The way he narrated his entire complaints, he was in a quite a hurry, uh, you know, all the time in his speech, in his act while examining him. And in physical journals, he shared that he had a desire for sweets. Now, this is a complete case, but I have just summarized it in short for you to understand, uh, in short, how it appears. Let's go to the app. And so when you see the website www.homeosetu.com, you have a few options over here: home, about us, study courses, software, support. And in support, you will see the release notes mentioned, the survey which we undertook for knowing what each homeopath is using in his practice and what features they want. And many people have answered it. If you are watching this afresh, you have not answered the survey, you can go to the survey and answer this. It's going to help us a lot, and you also, because we are developing something that you need for your daily homeopathic practice. And you click on the software, and it shows you that you need to log in. So I continue to log in with my credentials with the Google account that I have on this particular browser. So you can use a laptop basically to use the web app, because the mobile app dimensions are not yet designed, and maybe in few days we will be able to do it. So it shows you a dashboard directly. It opens up the dashboard, but we'll go to the Homeosetu icon again, or back to the previous page, and we click this. Do this by clicking on the Homeosetu logo, and then we click on the software. And over here we see the 5 repertories mentioned, which amongst the first is Homeosetu Kent Repertory with patient versions. And then I click on the Kent Repertory. It will open up all the chapters from the Kent Repertory. And the first one, which is the mind, is what we need. We saw that the patient was hurried very much. And I want to know that where is this particular hurried rubric. So you can see on the left side, you will see the chapter names. And in the center, you will see the rubrics. And you can just click on the search option and click on hurry, and it will show you all the rubrics with remedies in front of you. You can click on a rubric to see the remedies right away. The 1 mark remedies will be white, the 2 mark remedies are yellow, the 3 mark remedies are red. But if you want to record this for repertorization, click on compare rubrics. click on hurry, and then you remove it, and you saw that the patient also exclaimed that he was very much anxious about his health. It is not improving since a long time. So I just put anxiety and health. So it just opens up what I need quickly for my assessment. And since the compare option is already open for recording the rubrics, you see a checkbox in front of the rubric. Just click on the tick button. The second rubric is recorded. If you want to remove a rubric, you can just remove it by one click, canceling over here besides the rubric on the right hand side. Now you go to Vertigo because the patient has also complained of the main symptom, which is vertigo. It opens up with a checkbox. You need not click it again. And the symptom was that as soon as he rises from the sleeping position, the vertigo starts. So I just choose two rubrics which are similar to rising, which is morning rising on or rising after, or you can, if you want to remove, you can remove it like this, and you can take on a general rubric which is rising on or after, and it has a good number of remedies. So I choose both the rubrics because they are very much similar. And the another symptom was sweets desire. So we see that in stomach we have the desire for sweets. So I just click on stomach, and it takes a few seconds, like 5 or 10 seconds, to display all the rubrics. And I click on sweets desire, and it is also recorded. Now there is another an interesting feature in the mind section which I just went over and couldn't show you, and that was about the meaning, the patient version, the when to use rubrics. Now suppose a patient is very much absorbed in his thoughts, or the relatives tell you that the patient is uh, not talking much and he's just in his own world. What does absorbed means? Something that is taking the attention totally. So over here we'll also have patient versions which will narrate how the patient has described or the relatives have described this absorbed state. And then you will also have a when to use rubric, when to use metaphorically if it is the case with this rubric. So this is there in all the rubric right now. The meanings are there. We will be putting up patient versions very soon in by this weekend, and it will be automated, and you can search using those versions or when to use rubrics. So you took your 5 rubrics in the analysis, and you click on the analysis part, and now you can see that your repertorization is displayed with the 5 rubrics. If you wish to combine them, right now the option of combine is in development. In few weeks or months we will be having it, but this is plain repertorization with the remedy names on the top, and you can scroll to see whatever remedy exists for this particular set of totality. Mind hurry, anxiety health about, vertigo rising on or after, and desires for sweets. Calcarea, bryonia, sulfur, sulfur not covering one of the rubrics. With calcarea, this patient of mine improved. So the web app is such a wonderful tool that it will help you to access the rubrics instantly by a single search. And we'll also have a multi-book search very soon, which is going to again transform your practice, because it will help you unlock clinical condition from one book, symptom from another book, and it's going to be revolutionary, you know. So this is one thing. Another thing what I want to show you is that there is a Homeosetu intelligence clinic assistant. Now let me take you back to the web app to show you how this small icon on the right hand side got ignored by me, and you shouldn't ignore it because it is going to help you unlock case proformas, investigations and clinical examination, choosing the right rubric, remedy relationship from multiple authors, diagnosis support, choosing the right repertory, when to use which repertory, and quick reply for some clinical condition. You want to know vertigo, which remedies are there? Instantly, you can type and the author name, and you will see that. So let me take you back to the tab, and now you are analyzing this case, and you want to uh, see that what is the reason he's getting this vertigo. Can you find that out? And you will see that there is a small icon on the right hand side, which is the Homeosetu Intelligence Clinic Assistant, your clinic partner or your assistant. You have guided case taking performance, Homeosetu case analytics, Homeosetu diagnostic map, Homeosetu clinical prescriber, remedy relationships, validator, and much more within all these sections. So we'll go to diagnostic map, and the patient has vertigo. Now, what are the causes of vertigo? I want to see instantly. I'll click on vertigo and I'll see that there are causes mentioned. Inner ear cause can be there. It can be physiological or systemic cause. It can be neurological cause. It can be cardiovascular, psychological, environmental, situational, metabolic. Now I can confirm from the patient what is it about particular uh, cause. And if I click on one particular option, for example, I clicked on this particular inner ear vestibular causes, it shows me BPPV, which is benign paroxysmal positional vertigo, vestibular neuritis, Meniere's disease also have tinnitus, or it's just motion sensitivity, or did he have any post viral condition few weeks ago, and after that it started. And if I want to refer the previous one, I can go back. So in this way, it's going to be your diagnostic partner and homeopathic partner in your clinic. And this is the way each homeopath should think and analyze. And then it's also going to help you with investigations, with what you wish to do with a particular remedy, or if you wish to see a relationship of a remedy, and many more things in other videos I'll be sharing. So this is about this particular you know I icon only, and you can go through the icon yourself by logging into our website and accessing the 9-day trial, which is available for all homeopaths. The new feature is that you can add your own patient versions, patient language under each rubric, and you can search through the added notes. We are updating the app on a weekly or 10-day basis, 15-day basis. You will keep seeing the changes. No need for any downloads. It will be directly reflected in the web app. There are many repertories which we have put in the beginning which are new, and that's why my team is working on it, refining it all the time with suggestions from you and from my own clinical acumen and experience. So you will keep on seeing the changes, but you can go right away and start using the app. It's going to help you. Patient level saving and sync is not yet available because we are also working on a mobile application which is going to uh, sync with the web app, which you see right now on the screen. Until then, you can take the screenshots of your repertorization and integrate with your current workflow, which you already have. Onboarding details for all homeopath investment contribution is just 9-day free trial, and start using if you are Indian, 499 per month and $25 per month if you are outside India. This is by the homeopath for the everyday homeopath, by the everyday homeopath for the everyday homeopath. So I want to thank you all for your patience, and you will be experiencing revolutionary web app with Homeosetu. And there are also other things which we cater to, like the study courses and the support section, which has some other details you can go through. And the details are in the description.